Hello. Sorry for being MIA. Stuff happened in my personal life, so I had to take a break. Also, my blog is no more, but I am posting on Locals, and I will put a link in the description if you're interested. As you may or may not have noticed, a couple of women have stepped forward to talk about my least favorite YouTuber, Andy Signore. The allegations levied at him do not surprise me, as I was a mod on his channel when Brit was, along with Nolan Shadow. However, I can only allude to these types of allegations as it wasn't my story to tell. What continues to come out, well, some of it does surprise me a bit, although I don't know why. To Brit, to Nicole, to the others, whether you choose to speak out or not, you have my unending support. Now let's get into the meat of the video. This is I actually wrote this several months back, and then I finally posted it on the 8th of October. Determining credibility in a YouTube creator, Andy Signore and the Cult of Popcorn Planet. Any creator that's been around for a minute has their detractors. It's the name of the social media game. Before you decide to spend time, energy, and money on them, it's a good idea to sort of look beneath the hood and kick the tires before jumping on the bandwagon. What follows is a cult checklist, because if you decide to back or follow a creator, it can result in you being inducted into what amounts to a cult. Let's pull this up a little closer here. This is a cult checklist. So the first part is no tolerance for questions or critical inquiry. So putting things out there for public consumption, whether it be videos or blog posts, there should be sort of an overall theme for people to resonate with. If it's murky, creators should be open to questions. Heck, they should be open to questions anyway. It's the only way to enter into civil discourse. If questioning isn't allowed, run away as fast as you can. Now, see, this is where I got into trouble originally. It was because I dared to ask questions. When Lewis says that he banned people, it's because he kicked them out of his public Telegram chat, and I was one of those people. And that's the only place I ever got quote-unquote banned from. Okay, so the second part of the cult checklist is no meaningful financial disclosure. If YouTube creators are lucky enough to be monetized, take a moment to calculate just how much they may be pulling in. Some just have ad revenue, while others also have memberships, sometimes different tiers of memberships. If they also push for tips/donations, lock your wallet up tight. If they straight up ask the viewers to pay for things like a producer's fund, I have questions. Those questions multiply if there are multiple GoFundMes and Amazon wish lists being shared. Number 3, unreasonable fear about the outside world, such as impending catastrophe, evil conspiracies, and persecutions. Vague references to people out to get them is a huge warning sign. Keep in mind that we see the world how we are rather than how it actually is. Be wary of buying into their worldview. There are records, books, news articles, or television programs that document the abuses of the group/leader. For whatever reason, many creators do have videos, articles, tweets from detractors. Don't be quick to dismiss them out of hand. Number 5, the group/leader is always right. A leader also uses his co-leaders to make this point. While they may pretend to entertain notions of being fallible to the public and even within the group, a deeper probing will lead to the fact that they won't truly admit to not being right. Number 6, the group/leader is the exclusive means of knowing, quote, truth or receiving validation. No other process of discovery is really acceptable or credible. Again, co-leaders and those that head up his tribe, perhaps including moderators on YouTube, are used by a leader to keep the community at large in the dark while also pretending to pander to their wants and needs. Dissension may be sown to keep the group a little off balance for easier manipulation. This also makes it easier for the leader to keep an iron grip on, quote, truth, and dissuades folks from looking deeper. Seven, extreme obsessiveness regarding the group/leader, resulting in the exclusion of almost every practical consideration. If you find yourself defending the leader/creator and have no real idea why, except for, well, he's a nice person and people are mean, you might just be under the influence of a cult leader. Take a step back. Number 8, whenever the group/leader is criticized or questioned, it is characterized as persecution. So, ditto to number 7, it's called a persecution complex for a reason, and the leaders and co-leaders will feed into this while also claiming they don't want drama. Number 9, uncharacteristically stilted and seemingly programmed conversation and mannerisms, cloning the group/leader in personal behavior. Wow, that's sort of an awkward sentence. Maybe I'm just reading it awkwardly. So I think this is covered in 7 in that followers seem to somehow feel compelled to protect leadership. While it feels normal and natural, it is anything but. A red flag should pop up if you find yourself parroting leadership's words. In other words, you should be able to take everything into you, process it, and then be able to describe it to somebody else. At least that's how I look at it. Number 9. Wait, no, we already did that. Sorry. Number 10. Anything the group leader does can be justified no matter how harsh or harmful. Oh yes, justification is a big one. It's okay for leadership to say do something, but not for others, especially detractors. Number 11, former followers are at best considered negative or worse, evil and under bad influences. They cannot be trusted and personal contact is avoided. So, people with more than 2 brain cells to rub together will eventually get wise to the cult and its leaders. They will think, how could I have been so deluded? They will feel shame and embarrassment. This is not only natural, it's also very understandable. Many detractors will accept you if you reach out. These detractors didn't detract just to be dramatic bullies. They were attempting to warn others as best they could, which is what I've been doing for months and months. They are the strongest amongst those who have escaped the cult and want nothing more than to stand vanguard against the cult in order to protect more vulnerable targets.